Hey guys, and welcome back to another quick phone video. In today's video, we are going to be talking about what happened yesterday, at least when the making of this video was made. Of course, that was April 1st, and that was no, I guess April 1st jokes or April Fools, because finally T-Mobile and Sprint have finally merged, guys, after a long time. So this has been going about since 2018, so I remember I did a couple of videos about this, and they did have to go over a lot of hurdles. So shout outs to T-Mobile and Sprint for finally, going over everybody and getting approvals to go ahead and actually do the merger. So today's news, we're just going to be talking about it and what I think about it. And then on a second video or part two to this, we'll talk about what that means to Sprint and what Sprint's saying. But this information I'm getting officially from the T-Mobile website, or the new T-Mobile is what it's called. So of course, T-Mobile and Sprint, they're finally one network, and of course it just released yesterday, but they're still kind of working on it. So it's not just like they flipped the switch and boom, your coverage just got a lot better. I've been testing out T-Mobile network, and it's still the same here, at least in my house. So of course, another thing that I think the big con is of this is that, of course, John Ledger, he finally stepped down as CEO, and now Mike Seibert, whatever his last name is. He's the new CEO, which I think actually kind of sucks, because if it wasn't for John, guys, honestly, T-Mobile would probably not be where it's at today. So that lets you know that they were the first. T-Mobile was the first to do the whole uncarrier, so no contracts or anything like that. They were the first ones to do that. Then, of course, the whole industry followed. So, everybody else, AT&T, Verizon, and then Sprint and US Cellular and whatever other carriers are out there. So I actually think that T-Mobile definitely deserves to give a big shout out to John, and of course they are. I mean, he's the CEO and everybody likes him. He's crazy, he's funny, everybody likes him. I mean, out of all the CEOs of the major four carriers, I think he's the one that everybody actually likes. And of course they do offer free things like T-Mobile will give you free Netflix, of course, and or not free Netflix, but they don't. It doesn't count towards your data allotment, or they do give you free Netflix. Well, at least Metro by T-Mobile does, but or is that, who does that? I don't know, but I do know that Metro by T-Mobile does offer Amazon Prime for free. I'm not sure if, I believe they offer Netflix, or it doesn't go on your allotment, something like that. I know one of you guys are going to correct me here in the comments, but like I said, I'm not a T-Mobile customer, but I do know that they offer a lot of things, as well as I believe if you use any of their music streaming services, it doesn't go towards your allotment. I believe it was the whole, if you had like 2 gig plan or something like that and you used Netflix, it wasn't going to count towards your data, and that was called Binge On. I'm not sure if they still have it or not, but cool thing. But that's one thing that I don't like, is that they're getting rid of, they're not getting rid of him, but he's just stepping down. And of course the new CEO is coming, and let's see what he has, because he has some very big shoes to fill out, guys. So not gonna make this video too long, but let's go ahead and see what are the key points that they were saying about this whole merger. So let's go ahead and see. So it says the network will have 14 times more capacity in the next 6 years. So remember, look, it says in the next 6 years, so it's like not overnight or anything like this, than T-Mobile alone has today. So it's going to make T-Mobile's network a lot better, and this is going to shoot up T-Mobile from being number 3 on the top 4 carriers, since Sprint's going away. They're saying it might be number 2 now. It's going to take over AT&T, at least customer base. So in the next 6 years, you can see that T-Mobile's network is going to get a lot better, and that's pretty good, because I would want to try out T-Mobile, but like I said, here in my area, I live more in kind of a rural area, and T-Mobile's not the best. T-Mobile and Sprint just are, you might get a bar, or it might just go to 0 bar, so that kind of sucks. But in the city, of course, T-Mobile's great, and their download speeds are crazy fast. I think they're the fastest out of all the carriers. It says, enabling the new T-Mobile to leapfrog the competition in network compatibility and experience. So they're saying that, hey, watch out, Verizon and AT&T, they're coming for that spot, So, of course, I don't think they'll beat Verizon, but most likely they'll beat AT&T. Next point is customers will have access to average 5G speeds up to 8 times faster than current LTE. So of course, T-Mobile was the first carrier really to blanket most of the United States with 5G. Of course, it's not really true, like, millimeter wave or whatever super crazy speeds that Verizon has, but still, it's very good speeds, and it's a lot faster than the 4G, that's for sure. Upload and download speeds both alike. So it's basically 4G LTE Advanced, or just think about it, 4G, with super sport. um, it says in just a few years and 15 times faster over the next 6 years. So it will be a lot faster in the next years. Like I said, everything's saying here in the next couple of years. Like I said, of course the merger went through, but the networks, I think they're not officially combined yet. Yes, your Sprint phone will still work. Yes, your T-Mobile phone will still work, because it's going to take at least probably like 3 years for for Sprint to really go away. Because remember, Dish Network is building their network now with Boost Mobile. So that's another topic for another day. But it says within 6 years, the new T-Mobile will provide 5G to 99% of the U.S. population, and average 5G speeds in excess of 100 megabits per second to 90% of the U.S. population. Wow, that's a bold statement right there. That within the next couple of years, of course, with the whole merger now, it's going to be a lot easier, because Sprint had a really good kind of network that nobody really was using, and of course it was pretty slow. But now that they're going to combine it, T-Mobile's going to get even better. So they're going to cover 99% of the U.S. population, guys. That's a lot. In the next couple of years with 5G. Of course, you will have to have a 5G compatible device. One of my good friends actually said he was going to get the iPhone 11 and switch to T-Mobile, because T-Mobile was offering like a free iPhone 11 or something like that. I'm like, and he was looking at the 5G map. That's one thing. You're going to make sure that you're looking at the 5G map and the 4G map as well. Here in my area, 4G sucks with T-Mobile, but 5G is saying it's fully blanketed and very good speeds. I have not tested it out, because, again, you have to have a 5G compatible device, guys. And those are the S20s or the OnePlus 7. So I don't have either devices, so you can't test it out. I told him to get the Samsung Galaxy S20, but he wanted an iPhone. So, and there's not an iPhone that exists currently that can do 5G. So that's pretty cool. And then the next bulletin will be the new T-Mobile business plan is built on covering 9% of rural Americans with average 5G speeds of 50 megabits per second, up to 2 times faster than broadband on average. That's another really good thing, that basically what I was explaining is T-Mobile sucks in rural America, guys. So if you live in the boonies or out, and about, and not in a big city, T-Mobile and, like I said, Sprint are very lacking. They have really big dead spots, so good luck with that. And if you traveled a lot with T-Mobile, you would lose coverage a lot, trust me. Like I said, here in my house, I live in a big neighborhood, and I get maybe one bar with T-Mobile. So that's pretty good that they are going to be helping rural Americans, so that will bring more competition to Verizon and AT&T, because AT&T and Verizon are the two biggest, I would say, carriers in the U.S. that are pretty decent in rural America. Like here, like I said, in my house, Verizon and U.S. Cellular are the only carriers that really work. And AT&T, of course. But even AT&T here in some rural areas does not work as good as Verizon or U.S. Cellular. So, just to let you know. And of course, like I said, they're supercharging their network. Here's another one: better products at lower prices. A big thing that a lot of people here in the U.S. were saying is, or there's going to be less competition, because remember, T-Mobile and Sprint were both competing. Sprint at one time was actually number 3, and T-Mobile was dead last at 4. And then, of course, T-Mobile overtook them. So it says, with 14 times more total capacity in the next 6 years, so I'm guessing the time frame for everything here is going to be 6 years, T-Mobile has today, customers won't have to choose between great service or low prices. So remember, basically, it was either you're going to have great service at a pretty expensive price, or you're going to have pretty, I guess they're saying, low or decent service, but at a lower price. Now you don't have to choose. It says they'll get both. The new T-Mobile network will offer free access to 5G and the best rates plans at low prices now and in the future, so all customers can repeat the benefits of the supercharged Un-carrier network as a great value. And the new T-Mobile has committed to developing the same service or better and better rates for 3 years, which includes access to 5G, including for prepaid and lifeline customers. So wow, they even care about their prepaid customers, guys. So that is very, very good. So, and of course, like I said, everybody's gonna love this, and they're doing a lot to help during these crises. So that's about it, guys. More if you want to check it out on T-Mobile's website, but those are the major points I wanted to tackle on in this video. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Like I said, now you might be asking what's going to happen to Sprint or Boost. Like I said, that's going to be another video, but today I just want to give you these news and see what you guys think. So, like I said, if they offered a cheaper 5G device, you know, maybe even $500 device or maybe even $400 device, I would probably check out T-Mobile's 5G network. Maybe who knows? But yeah, let me know in the comments below what you think, guys, and support me if you can with installing Honey. Honey's free web browser extension. I'll find best promo codes and cheapest prices online. All that will be in the description below. Use promo code Dragonic Warfare. So check them out. Thank you, guys. Bye.